What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing some of the best builds that you can build to defeat the upcoming 7-star Roaring Moon and 7-star Iron Valliant raid releasing this Thursday. Of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and support my work by becoming a channel member. And let's dive in. And now for the raid overview of Roaring Moon. This Pokemon is insane stat-wise. 119 speed means it's going to outspeed pretty much everything. 139 attack is absolutely crazy. You want to have a Pokemon that has good physical defense stat, maybe even a good HP stat as well to take those hits a little bit better. And it doesn't have good special attack, so we don't have to worry about special attacking moves at all. Has pretty good special defense, 101, but its lowest stat being 71 defense. So if you can hit on this physical defense side, that will probably be the best way to defeat it. Now we know it's going to be Terra Dragon, has the ability Photosynthesis. I'm probably going to set up Sunny Day in the beginning of the raid or some point in the raid to further increase the damage of all its moves, because its attack stat being its highest stat is the stat that's going to get the Photosynthesis boost. Now, some of the moves I think is going to have a Stab Dragon move, is a Dragon type with a Terra Dragon. Dragon Claw and Breaking Swipe, I think both are going to happen. Dragon Claw being the damage move, while Breaking Swipe being a damage move that lowers our physical attack stat, which it probably wants to do because we are going to be trying to hit its low defense stat. Now, it's probably going to have some sort of Dark type move, Throat Chop or Night Slash. Throat Chop is pretty deadly because it will make it so you can't use moves like Hyper Voice. Will probably kill like something like a Sylveon, so you can't use Hyper Voice on it. Night Slash, high crit move. Iron Head will beat the Fairies, and Fairies is definitely the type I like the most for this raid, so definitely be wary of Iron Head. Acrobatics is going to do a ton of damage, base 110 because I won't have an item. Earthquake is great coverage, and then Dragon Dance boosts his attack and speed by 1. Sunny Day to get the Photosynthesis. And I think this one's pretty straightforward, but I do think Fairy types is definitely going to be the way to beat it. And then next up, we have Iron Valliant. Now, Iron Valliant is going to be Terra Fairy. It's going to have the ability Quark Drive. It has insane attack 130, but really good special attack of 120 and good speed of 116. It is really frail on the special defensive side, so I think special attackers are going to be the way to go here. Doesn't have great HP either with 74. Good defense at 90, so special attacking is going to be the way to go here. Fairy is weak to both poison and to steel, so those are my preferred types to beat it. And I think the moves will be Spirit Break, Moonblast. I think both of them are great here. They're both going to be lowering the special attack stat. Post combat for massive damage, but Aura Sphere probably to just do good general fighting damage. And then I think Cycle Cut and Psychic to beat the poison types. Now, it doesn't really have anything outside of fighting moves that hit the steel types. We have no ground moves on this Pokemon, but it has a massive move list, so who knows what other type coverage it could have. But it does get both Swords Dance and Calm Mind, which it def can use both of them really well. And Electric Terrain to give it the Quark Drive ability to boost its highest stat, which most likely will be attack. Let's begin with the best builds to defeat the Roaring Moon. I do think the Roaring Moon is actually a little bit easier than the Iron Valiant because we know it's going to be a physical attacker. We know it has bad physical defense in comparison to its special defense, so it's a little bit easier to build around. So Azumarill is going to be one of the Pokemon I recommend. Everyone has this. Is your typical Azumarill build. Terra Fairy with the Shell Bell. Max HP, max attack, Adamant Nature. The ability Huge Power to double your attack, so you're into 400s. And I recommend Belly Drum, Play Rough, Chilling Water, and Mud Slap. So you can use Mud Slap in the beginning to build up your Terra Charge, lower that accuracy. And then you can pop off a Belly Drum when you dropped enough of his accuracy, and then start popping off with Play Roughs. Now you also have Chilling Water access to charge your Terra Orb, but also you can lower the physical attack of the Roaring Moon. You can neuter it, so you can start with Chilling Water spam in the beginning or Mud Slap spam, and then Belly Drum, Play Rough. This build might be able to solo, we'll just have to wait and see, but it's definitely going to be a really strong build for online play, so super easy. Next up is going to be Sylveon, Terra Fairy with the item Metronome, and max HP, max special attack, Modest in Nature, the ability Pixelate, turning normal type moves into fairy type moves, also boost those moves even further damage-wise. So it's going to be a very standard Sylveon build with Draining Kiss, Fake Tears, Calm Mind. Fake Tears lower that special defense, Calm Mind increase your special attack and special defense. Draining Kiss spam with Metronome. Essentially, every time you use Draining Kiss in a row with Metronome, it's going to do more and more damage. It's going to cap at 50% further damage, so it's going to just do a lot of damage. And also, we get HP back from Draining Kiss. So super simple stuff. You have Hyper Voice as a big damage move if you want to use it, but you won't be really using this move in general. Next up is Clefable, the Terra Fairy, and the item Metronome. max special attack with max defense and modest nature. The ability Unaware makes it so if the Roaring Moon was to set up a Dragon Dance in front of us, we ignore it, so it never happens, so we don't have to worry about it boosting its attack stat changes or anything like that. And it's a very simple build. We're just gonna be spamming Draining Kiss and just win the raid like that. We have Reflect to increase our essentially gives us +2 defense for 5 turns. We also have Cosmic Power if you want to get a permanent defensive buzz on our Clefable. Pretty decent. We have Protect on the turn that he removes our ability. We can use Protect and essentially make it so we just won't be unaware of or unaware for a turn, right? So once that ability is gone for a turn, use Protect, and then we'll have our ability back, and then we won't recognize any of his stat changes. So pretty simple stuff. Now, I do think the Magearna here is going to be absolutely amazing in this raid with the Terra Fairy and the Metronome. Max special attack, max defense with a modest nature. Incredible for solos. Better in solos than for online, in my opinion, because whenever an ally gets fainted, you get a special attack boost. But in solos, when allies faint, it doesn't affect the timer. So you want them to faint and you get free special attack boost. And since we're running the Metronome, essentially we're going to be doing Draining Kiss spam. Just keep on spamming Draining Kiss, do a lot of damage like that. If you need a defense buff, you can just pop 1 Iron Defense and go back to Draining Kiss. If you need a little bit special defense, you probably won't, but maybe a little bit special attack. I don't know. You probably won't be really using this move, but essentially, Iron Defense 1 time, spam Draining Kiss, Terra Fairy, spam Draining Kiss, maybe do an Iron Defense if you need a little bit more bulk. We have Flora Cannon as a sort of a nuke that we can drop on this Pokemon to finish the raid if we need to. But honestly, you really won't be using it. Most likely just need to use Draining Kiss, and you should be able to win this raid pretty easily. Now, another great Pokemon to use is Arceus. Arceus with a Terra Fairy and the item Pixie Plate to make it Fairy. Max HP, max special attack with a modest nature. Your standard Arceus set was going to be Acid Spray, Chilling Water, Judgment, and Recover. Acid Spray, lower that special defense, goes through shields. Chilling Water, lower that attack, goes through shields. Judgment is going to be Fairy damage, plus Terra is going to do a lot. So that's going to be your main damage move. And then we're going to use Recover. Essentially, anytime you go under 50% HP, you want to use Recover. So you're going to be good to go. And yeah, it's honestly should be a fairly simple raid with these attackers, whether you're doing solo or online. Some will be better in different situations. We do have some supporters, though, for those who want to play online and help others. Alcremie is going to be amazing. Terra Fairy at the Shell Bell. Max HP, max defense with a plus defense nature. Decorate, just help buff your allies, get them +2 attack, +2 special attack. Fake Tears to lower that special defense. Acid Armor to increase your own defense by 2. And then Draining Kiss to do damage and get some HP back. Pretty decent, pretty solid, excellent supporter overall. Another good one is Clefairy with the item Eviolite, Terra Fairy. Max HP, max defense with a plus defense nature. You have the ability Friend Guard. That's going to make it so your allies take 25% reduced damage, which is really nice. And you're going to be more of a cleric here. You have Life Dew, so you can heal yourself and your allies, which is really nice. But you can also use Draining Kiss to do some damage, get your own HP back. Chilling Water, lower that attack, and then Fake Tears to lower that special defense. Pretty good stuff. For Mew, I would probably make this Terra Fairy for this raid with the Shell Bell and max HP, max defense with a plus defense nature. And we're going full support. Chilling Water, lower that attack. Acid Spray, lower that special defense. Mud Slap to lower that accuracy. Life Dew to heal everyone. Super easy, super good build to run. And you can just run it pretty much support for anything in general. And then the last support build we have is Galarian Wheezing with the Terra Fairy and the item Shell Bell. Max HP, max defense with plus defense nature. You want the ability Levitate because the Roaring Moon might have Earthquake, so it makes you immune to Earthquake. And since you're a Fairy type, you're going to be immune to Dragon as well. So a lot of good immunities here. And Acid Spray, lower that special defense. You can Will-O-Wisp to burn it, which is really nice. Clear Smog, if it does like a couple Dragon Dances, you can remove those Dragon Dances, which is really nice. And we have Strange Steam, which will do stab super effective damage, maybe even confuse it. Pretty simple stuff, but honestly, all these supporters are going to be incredible for online play. So I definitely recommend building one of these if you have a good group of people to play with. Now for the best builds to beat Iron Valiant. I do think Iron Valiant is going to be a little bit tougher than Roaring Moon, but that's because it has really good special attack and attack. Might be more frail, but it's going to be hitting hard on both sides. So I think Golden goes really good here because Steel and Ghost type means, one, you're immune to fighting stab, and you're going to be resisting the Fairy, which is really crucial for this raid. We're going to have the item Shell Bell and the Terra Steel. max special attack, max defense with a modest nature, and it's your standard golden gold build. Now we're going to be using flash cannon as our main damage move with a nasty plot to do some damage. If you can hit a metal sound in the beginning to lower that special defense, that'll be really helpful. And then when you have a couple of nasty plots up and you want to do huge damage, you can go for Make It Rain to do that 120 damage on it. You will drop a special attack stat by 1, but it's going to be worth it for the damage output. Definitely a strong Pokemon for those who don't have DLC. Now, I do think the Galarian Slow King and Galarian Slow Bro are going to be amazing for this, because Poison and Psychic is really good typing here. Poison Psychic means you quad resist fighting, and the Poison typing means you are going to resist the Fairy, which is really nice. But also, because you are a Psychic type in the beginning of the raid, and it does have a Psychic move, you're going to be neutral to any Psychic attack. So you're going to be really great on the defensive side here. I do like the Slow King a lot with the Shell Bell. Max special attack, you can run max HP or max defense or max special defense. It's hard to recommend, but I do think max HP is probably the overall the best, but I'm running max defense on this one currently. Acid Spray, lower that special defense. Sludge Wave to do massive amount of stab, super effective Terra boosted damage. Nasty Plot to boost our special attack, and then Chilling Water to lower that attack stat. So pretty good, and is the exact same build. The exact same build I'm running for the Galarian Slowbro. Pretty exactly the same. The big difference between these two is I believe the Galarian Slow King has higher special or higher physical defense versus the Slow Bro, but the Slow King does a little bit more special attack, while the Slow Bro has higher physical attack. So honestly, up to you which one you want to use, but I just have them both built because they're both great Pokemon in general. Now, this is actually my first time ever recommending Pecharunt. But Pecharunt's really interesting here because with the Ghost typing, you are immune to fighting, which is just really nice in the beginning. And the Poison allows you to be resistant to Fairy. We're going to go Terra Poison with the item Shell Bell. And Pecharunt has really good bulk for defense and pretty decent for special defense. So we're running max HP, max special attack with a modest nature. And we have Acid Spray to lower that special defense. We have a signature move, Malignant Chain, which will do 100 special poison damage, which may leave a toxic poison, which is really nice. And if you do poison, you actually will be able to confuse the raid Pokemon too, which is really cool. We have Nasty Plot to further increase their special attack, and then Sludge Wave once the chain is out. So we have really good, strong options with good bulk. I think this might be a sleeper Pokemon for this raid. And then, hey, Magearna is back with the Terra Steel. Magearna is a really strong Pokemon. I think the Fairy typing is honestly better on the Roaring Moon, but Magearna is still going to be strong with the Steel typing here. With the Shell Bell, max HP, max special attack with a modest nature. Because we can't use Draining Kits, we're going to have to be spamming Flash Cannon. We're going to have to rely on Iron Defense to increase our defense, Metal Sound to lower that special defense, and Con Mine to increase our special attack and special defense. Once again, Magearna is going to be better as a solo Pokemon because of the ability Soul Heart to increase our special attack whenever our solo allies faint, which is going to be really nice. But like I mentioned, I do think this Pokemon's better against the Roaring Moon, but I do think it could have a dual use and be really good against the Iron Valiant as well. And then I do think Poison Arceus is going to be really strong in this raid with the Toxic Plague Terra Poison. Your sort of standard build, Acid Spray, Judgment, Recover, Calm Mind. You can replace Calm Mind with a Chilling Water as well if you want to lower that attack stat. If it's more of a physical attacker, then you can do that as well. It just depends how you want to do the raid. But max special attack, modest nature, max HP, super simple stuff. Just Acid Spray 3 times, then Terra Poison, Judgment spam, Recover to lower or to heal your HP back, and you should be good to go. Now for the supporters, Berserker is going to be incredible, and there might be a one-hit KO with 3 Berserkers and Goldingo that I would definitely recommend if you have 4 people. But Berserker is really good in increasing the damage of Steel-type attacks. We're going to have the Shell Bell and Terra Steel. Full support on this with max HP, max defense with a plus defense nature. Its hidden ability, Steely Spirit, increases the damage of all Steel-type attacks for yourself and allies, and it does stack. So 1 Goldingo with 3 Berserkers will do a crap ton of damage in this raid. Helping Hand is just really good to help boost the damage of your allies. Fake Tears to lower that special defense. Chilling Water to lower the physical attack of the Iron Valiant, and then Iron Head for us to do damage. You could replace the Helping Hand with something else like a Swords Dance. You want to boost your own damage is a pretty decent option too. Or you can put Screech there if you want to lower the defense, if you want to go for that. But there's a lot of possibilities with Berserker in this raid. Now, I do think Muck is pretty decent. Terra Poison with the Shell Bell, max HP, max defense with a plus defense nature. Mud Slap to lower that accuracy, Acid Spray to lower that special defense, Lunge to lower the attack stat, so that's pretty nice. And we do have Screech to help any physical attackers in this range. We have Swalot with the Terra Poison, Shell Bell. This one is max HP, max special defense, so plus special defense nature, but depends how you want to run it. Mud Slap, Acid Spray is your main go-to. Gastro Acid to remove its ability so it doesn't get the electric terrain boost. And then if it does use Swords Dance or Calm Mind, you have Clear Smog to remove those buffs. Of course, our last support Pokemon is the exact same Mew we went over. Chilling Water, Life Dew, Acid Spray, and Mud Slap. I would probably recommend a Terra Poison Mew with Shell Bell, max HP, max defense with plus defense nature. You could put on Struggle Bug instead of Chilling Water, or instead of Life Dew, you put on Struggle Bug to lower the special attack of the Iron Valiant. We just won't know what move it's going to mostly be using, whether physical or special, or a true mix attacker. So it might be nice to have both. But overall, I do think these raid builds are going to be great for solo play, online play. But of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below what Pokemon you plan on using for these 2 different 7-star raids. We are going to be doing these raids live this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, so I hope to see you there. Anyways, guys, peace out and have a good one.